Welcome to Ride Realized. As always, you'll have to refer to the manufacturer instructions to make sure that all bolts are torqued appropriately and Loctite is used where necessary. I do want to make an important note. If you have a Rally version, not the Pro, just the Rally, the Canadian versions of the Rally right now don't have threading in here, any of the bungs, to be able to thread the passenger pegs into, and the Rally doesn't come with a passenger peg set. It does have them on the opposite side for the exhaust hanger, but you might want to check that out. I don't know if that's a global thing with the 800 Rally, but for those of you with Rallys looking to run panniers, just double check. Okay, let's go through the hardware and tools. So we have 4 M8x35s with washers, 2 open-ended spacers, which you maybe can't see, 2 M8x70 with washers, 2 M8x20 with washers, 4 M6x20 with washers, there's 2 washers per, and nylocks. These are set in order of when and how you're going to use them. So the spacers go with these go basically at the same time, and these at the end for the cross brace. And then for tools, we have our 3/8 drive, 3/8 extension, 10 mil wrench, 5 and 6 Allen, and T40 Torx. So next, I need to take off the passenger peg mounts. They're coming off with the T40, and the M8x35s with their washers are going to go in place. And I leave it loose because one of the spacers will need to go in here, and that's done on both sides. I might remove the exhaust to make the right side easier. The exhaust is really easy to get off. So it isn't indicated in the instructions, but I'm going to remove the exhaust to make things easier. So I'm going to be adding a 14 mil and a T45 Torx. The T45 is used here, 14 mil for the nut on the back, and then the T40 that we've already grabbed for the exhaust clamp. So I'm pretty sure others are going to run into this issue at this point. When it comes to installing the bolts have the washers on them, but at the rear there's conflict with the washer. It doesn't fit. The washer's too big. I've watched the install video in slow motion, and they definitely use the washer on the front, but on the rear it's not there. So I'm going to do as they do in the video and omit those washers from the rear. So I have them ready and loose. Now I'll do the exhaust side. Again, I'm just mocking this up, so I'm not using thread locker where I should be. And now we have lots of room and no exhaust to worry about, so I'll do the right bracket. Okay, that's loosely installed and now ready for the sides. So now with our M8x70 and M8x20, both with their washers and the right side frame, hook our right frame in, and then the M70 is going to go at the front and the M20 at the rear. So I ended up having a hardware issue at this point. The washers that are included don't fit inside the hole for the front to be able to seat properly. So I'm just going to be using it for my mock-up with the bolt only. I'll probably end up just sourcing a washer that fits in the hole, as I'm assuming they want it for the rear and the front. Okay, and we'll do the left side. Again, we're going to leave the washer out on the front. It doesn't fit this hole. Make sure it hooks in. I find doing this bolt first is easier, and then you can flex the back if you need to at all. Now we can do the cross brace. When you go to do the cross brace, it isn't abnormal to have a fair amount of spacing. It may look a bit off at first, but because everything's loose, it's got a fair amount of play still, and it always comes together with the Outback panniers, so don't worry about it. And here we're going to use the M6x20 kits and just get the cross brace installed. The hoop goes upwards to allow the wheel to come up. If it were downwards, you can see where there'd be conflict right away. So There's only one way for it to go. And just get all 4 of them as loosely in as possible, and then we'll tighten down the other bolts first. Okay, and that's all loosely fitted. I was able to pull these together just with my finger and thumb, so again, it's pretty normal. They come together easily. And at this point, I'm going to add the spacer into the front to take up the gap that's created by the pannier bracket here. And the same for the left side. That fits the frame, so I'm just going to go around and tighten everything up, make sure it tightens relatively straight and equal. If anything binds up, I'll maybe loosen something and try a different way, but that's essentially how I installed these. And at the end, this is what I was left with. So the 2 washers that didn't fit in those frame holes for the middle long bolts, and then the 2 that didn't fit for the passenger pegs. I'll probably source out washers that are the same OD as the bolts so that they're in there. And then we have the 4 bolts from the passenger pegs that got replaced.